Well, good morning, brothers and sisters. I just wanted to make this YouTube video for the ones that are watching this video. I hope that you will like this video. I hope you will be encouraged by this video. I hope that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, share this video with your friends or with your family. So I have a Bible verse that I want to share, and I also want to put in a little bit of my testimony when I was younger. This Bible verse helped me throughout my food phobia. Yes, I still struggle just a little bit, but not as much, because the Lord, He's helped me a lot. So yeah, if you want to write this verse down, please do so. It says 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. It says, "Cast all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you." This verse, when I was younger, I was searching for answers due to my mental health. As a little girl, I've always had to go to the hospital due to, just feeling like I was going to die. Pretty much how I felt. The doctors kept saying, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with her," and everything looked good, but in my mind, I was like, no, something is not right. I would go home and my hands would be numb, my chest would be tight, I couldn't breathe, and it was just terrible. So I just got to the point where I got fed up with it, because nobody didn't understand why I was feeling this way. And, I kept hearing the voice in my head saying, "You need a Bible." And, at that time, I didn't know it was God talking to me. But when I was in the car, I just kept hearing it. It was just a repeat. It was just, that voice was like, "You need a Bible, that's going to help you." And so at that time, I was living with my grandma, and I kept asking her, I said, "Grandma," I said, "do you have a Bible that I can read?" And she said, "Yeah." And I was so excited about it. I was like, because I really want to read it. And when she gave me the Bible, I went to the kitchen table, and I was like, okay, there has to be something in the Bible that can help me with this fear, that's going to help me. And I went all the way back to the book, where I can't really think of the way of saying it, but the word came up, anxiety, and I was so amazed about it. And when I came across it, there was a bunch of scriptures that was under the topic anxiety, and that one scripture caught my eye, which is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. And as soon as I read it, it was like I knew it was the Lord that was speaking to me, and it was just so clear how I kept thinking. I was like, why do I even worry about anybody? Like, why do I worry about my family or the things that I knew that I was worried about? Even the fear, it was like the fear. I kept saying in my head, I was like, I'm no longer going to be scared to face this fear, this food phobia. I was no longer going to put up with it. Just going to the doctors, because the doctors was like, "Oh, there's no cure for this." And, I kept saying in my head, I was like, that's a lie. I just kept repeating it. I was like, I didn't even know God at that moment. I didn't even know what the Bible was at that moment. It was just how, I just kept repeating it in my head. I was like, no. I was like, it has to be a cure. Has to be a cure for this. So the more I kept thinking it, I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm just so fed up with this fear. And then the more I kept reading the scripture, it hit me really hard. And I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. But at that moment, as soon as I said all that, now I did hear another voice in my head, which was the devil, and all he said was, "I'm coming back." And it did scare me, because I was like, was that the devil? I knew who the devil was and I knew who God was, but I didn't really think that was possible for that to happen. But as soon as I heard that, I was like, "No, you're not." I kept repeating that. I was like, "No, you're not." And so after that, I felt so much better. Like, my anxiety stopped, and I didn't have to worry about that at that moment. But then, I just want to say, when I was in high school, that's when it started back again. And not only that, it got worse. Because I thought, it went away. And honestly, it didn't go away. But I'm not going to tell the whole story in this video, but I will tell more when I get time, because I'm about to go to church and I'm not going to be able to say too much in this video. But I just want to encourage someone that this scripture is so powerful. And since this happened a long time ago, I kind of struggle a little bit on this verse, but I know this verse helps me a lot. And just by God giving me this verse, and just by Him giving you this scripture, I promise you that God is going to handle every fear, every worry, and just by trusting in Him in that scripture. Because He cares for us. He cares about our mental health. He cares about everything that we do. That's how amazing God is. So, but guys, I'm gonna cut this video short. I love you all, and I know I keep saying because it's a habit. But God bless you all, and I'll see y'all later.